Kew here, Rustnweld Customs. Haven't been doing much YouTube for a little while. Been a bit occupied with my family. Wife's not well. Just starting chemo, etc. But getting back into it today, we're gonna lower the Honda properly. So we're gonna put some coilovers in it. So these are the ones we're going in. They're Max PD brand. I've gone for the red. It was just cheaper. I don't know why. But these look pretty cool. So that's what we're putting in today. So we'll install that. I'll be able to register, get the Honda registered, chuck some rego on it, and I'm possibly selling it. So we've had a lot of different changes in our life lately, with health wise and money and stuff. So the plan that I had with the Civic won't be going ahead anymore. I've decided to go down another path that's going to be more beneficial for my business and everything like that. So I'm going to do all the coilovers, get all that, clear coat this paint job on the Honda, and then I'll put it up for sale, and someone else can enjoy it or stuff like that. I probably won't get to put wheels on it due to the money factor. So it'll stay on the wheels. So it's pretty much, you buy the car, you put your wheels on it, your style, and yeah, it's good to go. So that's the plan today. Get the Civic into here. I was wanting to do it on the hoist, but the gearbox is still not running properly on that. Move the Civic into the carport, up the ramps, and then we'll be chuck it on the axle stands, and then we'll start pulling it apart and everything. Get into it. As long as everything comes apart, it's sort of like a Lego sort of thing with Hondas, but we'll get into it and see how it goes. Honda's up on the stands now. So now let's take all these wheels off, and then we'll drop all the shocks out. So you can see out there, that's where I cut there. So you can see once thing it's not captive. So what we're replacing today are these. It could be fun to get off, and the shocks. So that's our plan there. So, a bit awkward to just start that there. Save it off. Also, I've got the go ahead for the Cars and Coffee. I spoke to Big X and Kew. He's pretty happy to support me with the Cars and Coffee, which is cool. Also, the first Cars and Coffee has the Reviver on as well, so there will be free coffees. But if you want like a nicer coffee, like a machine coffee, the Red Corner store in Kew, it's only a walk up the road, and yeah, you get nice coffee with pie and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's the plan with that. That's on the 7th of June. Very driven mental health sort of thing, as if you've been watching me for a while, for a little bit. I'm still going through a lot of crap, so it's pretty strong in my life right now, the mental health stuff. So if you're local, come down to Kew, check it out. I'm not sure how many cars are going to be there. One of the local clubs, Mid Coast, so they're going to cruise up from down south up, which is pretty cool. Also with the Far Kew name, because it's Far Kew Cars and Coffee, I have reached out to the owner of the clothing brand Far Kew and double checked if I could use it. I wasn't aware of it when I first started naming things. As long as I don't make stickers, shirts or anything like that to do with the Cars and Coffee, he's happy for me to use it, and he's also going to come down to the Cars and Coffee too, which is cool. A bit more support in it. I hope this thing goes well. It'll be good for Kew community and everything like that. So yeah, anyways, we'll get back into the Honda. Puppy dog's trying to help out. Okay. I'm just going to drop the shocks just here. So we're going to undo this one, same on that side. So drop that, that'll drop the shock down. So I've got the wishbone out. So now I've got this out, I'll take that off. We'll put the other one on. Then we've got the other side to do. Move on to that. As you can see there, that's how it bolts on. First shock. So what I've done is they sort of came how they are. I'm just going to put them in and then we'll work out how it all sits. So just bolting bottom piece up onto there. So that's a new coilover. Bolt this piece on. One side done. Sorry about noise. Can't control the weather. So that's one coilover in with its camber adjustment. So I'll do this up obviously, but how I've set the camber just in the middle at the moment, and then I'll check it all once everything's on there, and we'll go from there. I'll probably have to lower it and everything like that to check where she sits. So we're going to jump on this other side now with these here. So the bolts for these actually are just there. So I've scratched it. Like it's not a customer's car. And there, as you can see up here, that's where it slides into. So pretty much I bolted up onto this first. So now we're on the rear. We've got these ones here. So I've pulled this out. This is the rear arms. This is a new one. As you can see, it does look a lot better. So now, just down here, I've got the washers they supply. You have to find another nut for this because your shocks don't come with the nut welded on like this on the stock ones. But if you grab one of the bolts off the front of your old shocks that hold your front shocks in, or even your rear shocks in, it's the same size as what was in there. So it should do the trick. And so yeah, use the jack, line it up. That's the easiest way I do it anyways. And then chuck it in there. So it does, it's bugging me that I'm not going low right now. Only because I really want to. I like the Honda low. But we'll get this Rego and then we'll see what happens after that. There will have to be a little bit of modification, I've noticed, with these coilovers to get them really low. But it's pretty simple to do if I need to do it. So just like that. Put a spring washer on there, that'll keep it solid. So now I've adjusted this just roughly. I put the wheel on sort of thing. It's gonna move a little bit once it's on the ground, but I'm just going to take a rough measurement of this now from that bolt to the center, 155, and then I'll set the other side the same. So I'll tighten those off and then we'll move on to the other side. Okay, so we're on the other side. Yeah, my plans with this car, sadly I won't get there. Maybe I'll get another Honda one day. As you can see there's not much spring left. Start by doing the camber adjustment. Must have left it in the room. I really wanted to put this thing on JDM wheels. Too bad the watts off the Maro didn't fit. Being a different stock in. But that would have been to at least try. But no luck on that. Pretty much going to have all the suspension set up, pretty much ready for your wheels. You buy the car, you put them on, and you've got something different. I know the paint job's probably not everyone's cup of tea. Well, I wasn't planning on selling it, to be honest. I changed my mind once I decided what I was going to paint it. You get that. So there's the old arm again. There's the new one. So it looked like that. Yep, actually put it right there again. I've measured the other side, so I'll just set it the same for now as what I've got on the other side. I'm sort of doing the opposite to what I'd normally do. So I'd normally set the camber negative, but this because this only has the spare, the stock wheels on it, and I'm not putting rims on it. I'm going to just do it with the, just make it pretty straight. It'll fill the guard a bit better. Won't chew through tyres. I'm guessing this car will probably go to a P plate or something. I'm guessing. And it can always be changed if someone needs to change it. I love how Hondas actually do this. So on most, like a lot of their suspension stuff and everything, they do this little, well, the ones I have seen on Integras, CRX and Civics, they all have that same thing, and it makes life so much easier because it just finds the hole where holding. You'll forever change those ones. Where it was 155 from there to here. Should be able to just wind it out. This is why this stuff's so much way better. You can just adjust it to suit your wheels and shit. So that's all suspension back together. That's it all there. Yeah. So it is sitting pretty ugly high at the moment. But what I've done is just set it for rego, so I'll get the rego put on it, and then we can sort of set it up a bit better if we need to. Also, some people might hate them, some people might like them. I decided to put like the grandma seat covers. I like them. I reckon they suit the car. There's about a finger's gap between the wheel and the guard, so. Thank you for watching this video. It's only a short one. Really, it was just a job I needed to get done so I can get this thing on the market and stuff like that. So, and get it rejoed. So that's all done now. But sadly, I won't be doing too much more to it. Just a clear coat. I was excited to do a lot to it, but I got better things coming. So I'm sacrificing this for something else which is coming soon, and it's more the side of my business driven sort of thing. So yeah, so that'll be a build. Also, what will be happening is the Vauxhall will be going away for a little bit, just in storage. I just don't have the money to build it the way I want to build it right now, and if I do keep building it, like build it now, it's going to be done cheaply sort of thing, and I won't be able to put what I actually want to do to it. So I've decided to make a call, and I'm going to store this one away for a little bit, hopefully find some dry storage. It's a small car, so hopefully it can fit in someone's back of their workshop or something, I don't know, but we'll find somewhere for that to sit so it doesn't get any worse than it is. I've got something else coming, find the electrical fault where a rat's decided to have a feed in a Mercedes. So like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you next week with another video update on everything that's going on. Possibly do a video on the cars and coffee also. Cheers. Take it easy.